Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make air fryer smashed potatoes. I really love these. One of my favorite ways to use these small little petite potatoes. Super good and super easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. Down below in the description box, you'll find a list of the ingredients and their amounts, but it's pretty easy to remember this recipe. So you're going to begin with these little petite potatoes, and these are the Yukon Gold petites, but you could also get the red potatoes or the purple potatoes, but you just want a small potato. These are like the size of a golf ball, right around the size of a golf ball, some a little bit larger, some a little bit smaller. And the particular brand that I buy, it's a Private Selection brand. They come already pre-rinsed, okay? But if you don't buy the pre-rinsed ones, you are gonna want to rinse these first, okay? And now what we're gonna do, very simple, is we want these to get pretty soft. A couple ways you can do it. You can do it in the microwave, just about 2 minutes, which is the fastest way, but it's probably the worst way out of the 3 ways, because they just don't taste as good. I've made them in the microwave, they just don't taste as good. And the next way is the way I'm going to show you is by just boiling them. And we're going to boil these for 15 minutes or so, just so they are fork tender. You don't want to get them too mushy, and you don't want to have them get too hard, because when you smash them, they'll break apart on you. And so there's kind of a sweet spot. So right around the 16 to 18 mark of boiling will get these ready to go. And then you could also bake them in the oven for a little bit longer, like at 350, 375 Fahrenheit, and bake them for 30 to 40 minutes until they're fork tender as well. You can do it that way, okay? And then also I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this water. Over to the stovetop we go. Here we are over at the stovetop, and I have the burner set to medium-high. And we want to just bring this to a boil and then boil it for, like I said, 16 to 18 minutes until they are fork tender but not super soft. Alright, it's been about 16 minutes. I'm going to check these smaller ones. Just take a fork and poke it in there. And it goes in fairly easy, but still pretty firm. So not quite there. Almost. Pretty close. So I'm just going to go a couple more minutes for these small ones. Alright, so I'm going to take these two out. These two small, really small ones should work nicely. And I'll continue to boil those larger ones for another couple minutes. So we just take a potato smasher or the bottom of a glass, and you gently press down on it. And you just smash it till it's about that thick. For some reason, it's like really satisfying smashing these potatoes down like this. And these ones are really large. Like the large ones are see how it came apart like that? That's okay. It probably could have gone a little bit more, but you kind of just push it back together and it should be fine. Like this one is almost too big. It's kind of like at the cusp. Those smaller ones, these smaller ones right here are definitely the ideal size. These larger ones are just a little bit big, but they'll still work. Like I said, it's okay if some of it comes apart, because those will fry up nicely in the air fryer. All right, and now what we're going to do is we'll take some cooking spray, like an avocado oil, a coconut oil, olive oil spray. I'm just going to spray the tops. Or you could baste the tops with some butter. Then I'm going to come in here with some salt, some garlic powder, some black pepper, and just a little bit of paprika as well. You don't, all these seasonings are optional. These are just really yummy seasonings. And I'm going to just push this aside, and pull out the air fryer basket. And now we're going to just take a spatula and we're going to go underneath these and gently pick them up and put them right there. Like I said, if they fall apart, you can kind of just push them back together, but they'll still fry up just fine, air fry just fine. Don't want to overcrowd them too much. Just like so. And then we'll put the basket in and we will set the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 205 Celsius. And then we're going to cook these for 5 to 6 minutes on that side and then 5 to 6 minutes on the other side. All right, time is up. Pull it out. Look at that. They could probably go another minute or two. So I'm gonna put these back in and go for another minute. That was about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go for another minute. All right, we'll give them a check. That is looking better, nice. And then what we want to do is come in here, we want to flip these over to the other side. And again, if little pieces fall off, that's okay, because they will crisp up and they'll be really yummy just to munch on as well. And then what I do is I'll usually come in here and you could either baste it or just do a quick spray of oil on that side. And it is optional, you don't have to use the oil, but it gives it nice flavor and it also helps it to crisp up better. Again, some more seasoning, salt, garlic powder, pepper, and just a touch of paprika. Into the air fryer it goes again, 5 to 6 minutes. All right, I'll check them out. Yes, those look amazing. Look at that. Also, I want to point out, if you don't have an air fryer, you can, after you smash them, after you boil them and then smash them, you can just put a little bit of oil in your skillet and then you can cook them over there and brown them on the skillet if you want. Yeah, you can hear how nice and crisp these are. Look at nice. And these little pieces like this, those are so yummy as well. So that's why I don't mind at all if pieces fall off. And then to serve them, you can serve them with some ketchup, with some fry sauce. You can serve them with bacon and eggs for breakfast. Oh yeah, bacon and eggs. You can just eat them as is, as a snack. There's a lot of ways that you can serve these. Really easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That'll really help me out. Also, there's a little super thanks heart button down there by the thumbs up. You can press that if you want to help donate to the channel and help support the channel. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab this little guy right here. Crispy, super crispy on the outside, nice and soft and done on the inside. So yummy.